Hey, welcome to Friday. It's the Bearded Veteran Crates Jagdpanther build day. Yay! I'm joined today by Waitrose and Tim, as always. You may notice there are two people missing. Mr. Morris didn't get back from the hospital until 4 o'clock this morning. He's okay. He's just exhausted, basically. He's just burning himself out over the last couple of weeks. So he's going to have a rest over a few days and hopefully be back next week. As for Mr. Marley, I will let Tim explain.
Yeah, so I'm sure many of you saw a post from my Uncle John. So my grandfather had passed away this morning, which is very sad, but, had lots of family around and was incredibly loved and, strong in his Christian faith. So we have faith that he's up with the Father now and, lived as a good a life as you can hope. He was a proud Welshman, a proud Australian, and, served his country and loved his family. That's all you can ask for. So,
Not only was he from God's country, he was part of God's core.
He was a Ramey man. Never missed an opportunity to teach you something about how something works or, its origins. So, it'd often lay a trap for you, like asking, do you know how that lawnmower works or how the whippersnipper operates? Nope. Well, you're going to learn. Boom. So,
what's a whippersnipper, Grandpa? Well, let me explain.
So that bit of news came out this morning, but most of my family's down in Melbourne and stuff and supporting Nanny and supporting each other.
Yeah.
And I'll fly down.
And you're stuck with us
on Monday. So know where I'd rather be, can't just sit on the couch.
We're glad to have you with us, as always. And all the best to the family when you see him, Tim.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Very nicely put, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. We're not Americans, so on with the show. No, we're joking.
No, if we're Americans, we'd be applauding him for sharing.
Yeah.
And whooping.
Yeah.
Good.
As I said to someone after the last post on Remembrance Day, now that's enough of that emotional shit. Come on with the show.
Put yourself together.
Yes. Yep. We've done all the huggy bit now. Come on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back to work.
So, other than that, how are you, gentlemen? Because especially Waitrose, because we've not seen you all week. You've been hanging.
Okay. I've been detained by domestic duties of various kinds that have annoyed me to various extents as well. So today, we've got people coming tomorrow. We're going over to see the Joe and his family on Sunday because Alexia, in about a week and a half time, she's going to Australia. She's doing her gap traveling experiencing. So she's starting off in Sydney and then mooching around Australia, going to God knows where, New Zealand and Thailand and I don't know what else she's going to do. So it's kind of like almost a Christmas thing.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, well that's good. So I'll do Monday Matters on Friday then. And then Maria's, oh no, I'm going out for lunch with Joe. So, this needs doing, that needs doing before we get visitors tomorrow. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, fine. So, haven't done much, but happy still.
Good.
How are you?
I'm all right. Good news as well. On Sunday at 4 p.m, there's going to be an extra live stream because I'm going to be interviewing Mrs. Caroline Childs, the treasurer for M4H. And we're going to be talking about basically why the tools for Moz Heroes fundraiser is so important and going into sort of the finances and things like that and how much M4H spends on tools and stuff, breaking it down.
Excellent.
So
the power behind Le Grand Fromage.
Yes. So
behind the throne.
Yeah. So I did the thumbnail last night, so now I'm going to have to do all the questions and stuff.
Oh, I do hope the animal you've chosen is flattering.
I've been respectful to Caroline. I've not given her an animal.
Oh, right.
You've done a
I was going
fairly.
to say some sort of elegant gazelle-like creature or something would suit, wouldn't it?
I've actually done a fairly professional job. Do you want to see it?
Oh my God! Yeah, please. That'd be good. And if you'll start being professional about this stuff, mate, God knows what's going to happen. Oh, there you go. Excellent.
There we go. So look out for that.
Very
It will be 4 p.m. Sunday, like I said.
Excellent.
Very nice.
And obviously, that's something else for you to reference on Monday.
Absolutely. I will put the link into that as
Awesome.
well, so people can get a better idea of what's going on.
Yeah. Awesome.
We should probably send it to Kensington Palace or wherever it is the Waleses live. Now that it's been revealed that George loves building airfix kits,
Yeah.
especially Lancaster bomber.
Yeah. I bet his dad bought him the Revel kit by mistake.
Luke is probably planning already. You guys have historically been German. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You never know. They might do a special release of Lancaster called Curious George or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to see if he buys it.
Oh, yeah, right. We wouldn't expect to be sent one automatically. No. But I'm sure Airfix are going to have some fun with that.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. And how are you otherwise, Tim?
Yeah, good, mate. You know,
Good.
life's still ticking along. My wife and the baby is still in one piece and happy. So yeah, we're down to I think T-3 weeks.
Wow.
So
Cool.
Yeah,
Your last few weeks of freedom.
Yeah, it's what people keep telling me. I'm making the most of it. And I think I was sitting at the desk painting Space Marines until.
I love that your idea of making the most of your last few weeks of freedom is painting Space Marines. Not going out on a piss off or anything. Sitting there on your own making Space Marines.
Well, here's the thing they don't really tell you once you get out of defense. It's weird not having government issued friends around.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So up here on the Sunshine Coast, I don't really have close buddies to drag me out of the house and stuff. So if I'm not hanging out with my wife, I'm generally just kind of got something on the screen, watching some Netflix or a movie or something, and just painting my toys, because that's what cool 31-year-olds do.
Yeah. And hang it out with your new government issue friends.
Yeah.
It's pretty much how that works, right?
Yeah.
It's like
you don't stop
pick a veteran special interest group. You're either going to be getting into scale models, gardening, or smoking meat. That's
or just complaining.
Or all three in his case.
Well,
he did have an old man moment before you came into the back room.
We have a garden in it. No, we don't yet have one. We're looking for a gardener, actually.
He had an old man moment.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I'm sitting there like this, because I can't see close up with these glasses. They're rubbish.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing stuff like this. And then Mike is talking about something quite important. So it would be rude of me not to sit here and look at them and see what they're doing. So I'll put on my glasses and hang on. I've already got them on. Jesus. That's the problem. You carry spare glasses around with you.
It was the fact that it's a stereotypical old man thing as well to do.
Yeah. You're sitting there going, where's my damn glasses gone? I had them here a moment ago.
I can't see without my glasses.
Although a friend of mine, who I would say is a professor, okay, so he's not that stupid, actually admits that he went around the house like this, going, I put my glasses somewhere. Because he needs his glasses to see close up.
Maybe from those eccentric professors.
I think he tries to be. He's an English professor working in America in historical cartography, so I think it kind of suits him to be slightly batty.
If you were going to be a professor in anything, where you could really play the whole "I'm British" card. That would be it.
Yeah.
There's one at the British Museum, isn't there? He specialises in ancient games and things like that, and he can play the Royal Game of Yore, which is actually a really interesting game, and I'd love to play it. But he looks like the archetypal crazy British professor. You know, he's got the massive beard and hair and grey hair all over the place and everything. But he's actually a really funny guy.
The ones that look like they, you know, about to be interviewed for the History Channel's Ancient Aliens program or something.
Yeah. I knew a guy who worked as an astronomer. He works in Arizona, British guy, and everywhere he went, he had a tweed jacket and this full beard. And Tucson is like 40 degrees.
Oh yeah.
But he'd be wandering around. It's like, Nigel, don't you want to take your jacket off, mate? No, perfectly happy, thank you. So, nothing wrong with you. You're not
Of course it was a Nigel. Of course it was a Nigel.
Yes. Brilliant guy, really lovely chap. But you do look at, we went to a conference in Hawaii, right? So everyone's wearing the flowery shirts, except Nigel is there, big beard, tweed jacket, tie. What the actual mate? Just ill, you know. I'm perfectly sure. How are you today? God.
Looking like Mr. Bean's great granddad.
But a brilliant guy, a very, very good scientist, and a really nice bloke with it. So whatever. Do whatever you like, mate. It's good.
Well, we had a lad that we were in school with. He was my best friend called Luke. And even when we were in the first 2 years of high school, when the teacher would ask us, you know, what do we think our friends are going to be doing when we're older, we all went, he's going to be a mad scientist. And sure enough, he's the one that ended up being the microbiologist in Munich.
Excellent.
Yeah, and he's got, you know, beard and glasses and everything. And his dad was a policeman.
There you go.
But
there we go. Excellent.
Cool. Right, on with the chat.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Tiff says, "Morning, folks. Please don't forget that like button on your way in. Thank you."
Jim says, all Lubdom subscribed now. What? Oh, hello. It's the panel and chatterers. What a fine collection it is. Antiques Roadshow won't touch any of this. I'm sure.
JT's in. He says, "Good morning, all. Enjoyed a chat with Gino yesterday. He and Dita are making me want to visit Belgium. Starting the rigging on Twisted Sister. Fantastic."
Ian Ellison says, "Hello, lubed in anticipation." Ooh,
so good to hear that. Jolio says, "Good morning, afternoon, evening to all in this wonderful group. Our thoughts are, of course, with John and his family, and I hope Mr. Morris is feeling better today. Let's have a great Friday." Indeed, so.
Yeah. Duke's in. He says, "G'day, all you beautiful people."
G'day, Duke. Patrick says, "G'day, all."
Hey, Patrick.
Hey.
X1 modders.
Yeah. Duke says, "My thoughts are also with John, Paul, and Tim, also the rest of the family."
Yeah. It did sound like he was reading out the Beatles stage list there.
Hobby Time's in saying, "Hey, guys."
Hey, Hobby Time.
Yeah. John, Paul, and George Ringo can go himself. Yeah.
We've got the Marleys. That'll do.
Yeah.
Ian says, literally, put my teeth back in. Literally just finished unpacking from Scale Model World, finding places to stash things that are easily accessible. Phew! Happy Friday, all. Yeah, I did that on Monday.
Stu Spruce, hi, all. Bunked off early. Working from home and in listening mode. Good man.
Perfect save. Gary says, "Timmy, well said, sir." Thanks, man.
JT says, "Sorry for both of our losses, Tim and John, or both of your losses, I imagine."
Joe, well, I made absolutely the best coffee today. I hope you made enough for everyone. So good that I will thin some paint and paint my KI 43 today. Well, at least the silver portion.
Ooh.
Ian Ellison says lots of love to the Marley family and friends. Thank you.
Yeah. Gino says hello to Mikey, Gary, and Tim, and to all in chat. Also, my respect to John and his family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Modeler, hey up, putting you on in the background as I do some work.
Hey,
Hello.
Lexi. Nice to have you with us. I got to speak to Lexi actually at Scale Model World. It's actually really nice to talk to.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice. BJ Green says, afternoon, guys. Why is Gary referred to as Waitrose?
Right.
Whoop, that one. He can tell that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We refer to Gary as Waitrose because, firstly, we have 3 Garys on the channel. So we need a way of distinguishing. So we have Gary Morris, who's known as Shelfie. We have Gary Evans, who's Waitrose. And we have Gary Markham, who is GM. The reason we chose Waitrose is because Gary is a damn sight posher than us. And he's far more intelligent than us. So we decided to call him after a posh shop.
It's all an act.
Yeah. Although you don't help yourself with some of the things you come up with.
one does one's humble best, Michael.
See? Now you just sound like my daughter because she calls me Michael sometimes. Right.
Yeah. One endeavours to amuse, Mikey.
Yeah.
One endeavours.
He doesn't have to be bothered. He's got people to be bothered for him.
Yeah.
Julie says, afternoon all. Hello, Julian.
Hey, Julia.
Oh,
GM, Mr. Evans, hello. Saw your chat with Dale earlier. Oh, good.
You did well with that.
Yeah. He's a good lad, actually. Good lad.
yeah. JT says a Lancaster called By George would be cool.
Yeah.
Although someone call it Boy George, and that's not quite the same vibe they want to go for these days.
Although it would be very British.
Yes.
Julian says, Pringles, Profangel, Mikey, afternoon, Commander Evans, and evening, Tim.
Hey, mate.
GM says, government issued friends. Ooh, oh dear, Timmy. That's a good way of putting it, that, actually. That's really funny.
Yeah, I like that.
I've sort of always gone with that.
You actually come up with some pretty good shit there, Timmy. Do you know that? You actually, some of these remarks you come out with are really little gems, mate.
Well, once in a while, like there'll be a good joke with a little bit of bite or sting to it, and then I'll say something stupid like one of my political opinions, and then everyone goes, "Oh no, that's right, we don't like him."
Yeah.
Welcome to YouTube.
It's just to bring us back down to earth, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't do stand up.
Yeah. You just don't want a brick hit me in the head. Just hurt the brick. PJ Green would say, great video with Dale this morning, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, why you'd want to smack a brick into a bollard, I don't know, but
What'd the brick ever do?
June says, Tim, my niece was 6 weeks premature. Not to worry you or anything, just an observation, honest. Yeah, my nephew was 3 months premature, dude. So it could be at any time.
Yeah,
it could be a funeral or anything.
Yeah, my
you
nephew's super preemie, but no, we're good. She'll keep cooking until 39.
She will hold it in.
Yeah.
Jim says North Korea gives you government-issued companions when you visit there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah. Tiff says, don't forget the Tools for Models for Hero fundraiser is still ongoing. Please help where you can and share the link far and wide.
Why is it an Irish leprechaun?
I don't know. I feel like, that's Tiff's two favorite activities is plug in the fundraiser and searching for our lucky charms.
Cool.
For those that are new to the channel, we're not taking a mick out of modders. We just pretend to be modders for fun. She knows we do it. And
that's pretty much kind of a definition of taking the mick out of someone, pretending to be them for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she gets lots of packs of hobnobs for Christmas off the channel, so.
Yeah.
So I think, oh, look, a mockingbird. Look, a mockingbird.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, dear. On we go.
On a serious note, yes, don't forget the fundraiser.
Yes.
We'll put the QR code once we finish doing this chat.
Yeah.
JT says, good morning, Mr. Evans. Oh, well, so do you then.
Julian says, I was about 20 and spent the whole afternoon looking for my glasses. Found them, put them on, eyesight worse. I'd been looking for them wearing my contact lenses.
Perfect.
Oh, dearie me.
Kevin's in. He says, good day, everyone. G'day, Kev.
Hey, Kev. GM says, Mr. Evans, I met the guy in a tweed jacket. He was driving a tractor and a caravan across the southern deserts of Oz.
That
Wasn't
wasn't
there a film where a guy does that?
It probably is. I
think it's an American desert, though. And he's just riding quad bike across the desert, just going slowly mad.
Julian says, another time I put my mobile phone down, took down the box of my earphones to plug them in and put it on the phone. Took out my earphones, looked around and said, where leads my phone? Yeah. Fair play.
JT says, you could have Lancasters by George and by Joe. Have them fly together.
If you're doing royal theme ones, you'd have by George and by Louis, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I kind of liked the Boy George idea. Like, Karma Chameleon would be a cool name for it.
You could have the O of boy, you could have as the RAF Ramble. So B something Y.
Yeah.
And then George somewhere else. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, you could have it called George on the nose and then just have the B round or Y.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you could have Georgie Boy at the back.
Yeah.
That'd work. Get onto it, Dale. You can do it.
Yeah. You can do it.
GM says, Mr. Evans, Mikey thinks you're posh. He's not heard me speak yet. I'll mix it. My phone's listening in. What are you doing?
Julian says, Commander Evans, perhaps referring to the glorified shed you built to make the models as the North Wing, wasn't the best idea to project the man of the people persona. Possibly so.
We have lots of conversations, and Gary says things, and we go, that's not helping the reputation.
Yes. I did actually have quail stock in the freezer at one point. So I know. Things do happen like that every now and again.
That's real.
That was the one the other day, wasn't it? You went to a meal with your stepson and had a private chef.
No. To be fair, Joe had organised the private chef from Airbnb, and we were invited to it for his birth. It was his birthday meal. Yeah, but he had a private chef. Yes,
doesn't help.
Tiff would like to point out, I'm still waiting for those, Mikey.
Yep, there. I will send them when I go past the post office. I need to find a box first to put them in. Bob says, hello, everybody. Dragged laptop to bedside table and watching Sideways. Gathered there was a bad news. Condolences. Yes. Timmy's grandfather and John and Paul's father passed away last night. Or daytime, morning time for them. Because they're about 30 years and 24 hours behind.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Joe says, Tamir reminds me of my patrol friend who was also a Gary. He was a Marine Force recon who was wild as can be as a young agent, but is now so chilled out smoking meats on weekends.
See, told you, there's only so many hobbies that you can choose from.
Yeah. Smoking meat.
That sounds so wrong.
Julian says, we're not taking the mick out of modders. Oh, yes, you are, Mikey. Otherwise known as shortening life expectancy.
Yeah. It's behind you.
Yeah. JT says, Boy George, Laugh Out Loud Culture Club.
Yeah. Culture Club had some good 80s songs. They did, actually.
Yeah. Bob says, "Hi Patrick. I think memory's still not good. Dratted painkillers."
Yeah. Julian says BYG for aircraft registration. Boy George, whose name is George. Yes.
And Julian, there could be a Lancaster called Karma Chameleon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Good name.
We've got 23 people watching. Don't forget, no, 25. Don't forget to lube and subscribe. What the hell was that? Something just fell to the side of my desk. Ghosties. Yes. Yeah. So don't forget to lube and subscribe. Yeah. Let's crack on. I'm actually wondering what the hell that was. 2 seconds.
Over to the desk. Oh, do you have your YAG with you, Gary?
I do, yes.
I saw a picture of it at Telford.
Oh, right.
It looks lovely.
The figure for it's disappeared. I don't know where that went.
Oh no!
But the actual thing, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's
brilliant.
Good.
So I did have. Oh, here he is! I found him. Oh, Hans, where have you been? There he is. So it's the commander figure, but I just put him on the. So I put the elbow up a bit, so he's leaning on the tank. And
yeah, lovely.
So I'll just glue that on. So, it must have fallen out underneath the tank. How about that?
Yeah, just checking the lads' plan maintenance.
Yeah.
You know?
Mine is currently looking like the crew have been using the snow for urine practice. It's had
a bit of yellowing.
Yeah, it's because I've put PVA over the snow and then it seeped through to the mud underneath and it's soaked up. So what I'll do during the week is I will spray it white. But I muddied up the tank tracks. So they're looking pretty good, I think. Yeah, there you go. Muddied up the tank tracks and things. And the wheels. Just needs to put some splash mud on it. I've put the snow on. I've got some sparkly snow stuff to go on top once I sprayed it white as well. I've made a little snowman.
I just saw that. That looks great.
There you go, little snowman. I just need to put some coal on his eyes and stuff. Yeah. And I painted my crew this week. There you go. So they're going to be sat nattering. He's going to be in the shop getting some fruit and veg. For some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he's a fan of the old healthy eating. Which, as you can tell by my rotund appearance, I am clearly not. That was good, Gary.
Oh yeah. I in the photos I saw from Telford, I was just gushing over the decal application on the train car.
On the flatbed, yeah, they're a bit of a pain in the backside, but yeah, they're okay. They're right.
Oh,
I haven't dirtied up the flatbed as much as I wanted to, cause, like, to make it look like it'd been going through like dust and all that. I didn't have time to do that before Telford, so I might still do that just for my own amusement at some point. But it's probably one of the things I'm happiest with having made, to be honest with you, in terms of the result. You know, it's things that I had in my head. I thought, oh, that will look good if I do that, and they've kind of come out how I wanted. So it's so rare that happens. I thought, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a keeper. That's a keeper.
Yeah. We've got more.
What happens is, I spend all this bloody time doing that. What does Mikey say? Oh, the chains aren't very tight.
Well, sorry, but I was Remy. My whole time in the forces was working around recovery mechanics.
With their tight chains.
Yes. And they're even tighter brains.
Yeah.
Julie says 30 years. Yeah, they weren't called Ready Brex for nothing. Julie says 30 years behind, a bit ahead of South Wales then, Mikey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiff's put the Discord link in. If anyone wants to join the Discord, feel free. As long as you're decent, treat each other with respect, and join the conversations, you're more welcome to join. JT says, Julian, who wants to be behind when you can be abreast? Ooh, steady on. Ian says, piss poor Mikey. Thank you, buddy. Joe says, hope you feel better, Bob. Yeah, hope you do, buddy. I've noticed since I've come back from Telford, I've had a bit of a bad chest. The chest has been quite tight and I've been coughing a lot. JT says, Mikey, that looks awesome. Thank you, buddy. And he says, Gary, wow.
Oh, thank you.
GM says, Ian, the Aussies will whack the Welsh in cricket. Well, if they could put a team up. Well, the Welsh don't play cricket. We don't even play it in school.
Can Morgan play?
Yeah. Yeah, you need a section of flat ground to be able to play cricket.
Yeah,
and it is the England and Wales cricket.
And why would you waste a perfectly good piece of flat ground for a cricket pitch when you could put a rugby pitch on it?
Heathens, you're right, heathens.
Gino says they're both very nice. Thank you, Gino. And Julian's put his tiny URL in. Oh, Airfix Black Friday up to 50% off. There you go.
I beg your pardon.
At the weekend, Gary.
Yes.
Mr. Morris was saying now that he's got the 172nd Vulcan, he thinks he's going to have to do the Victor in 172nd.
Yes.
I think Airfix was stalking him at the weekend because they announced last night that they're releasing the new Victor in 172nd.
They are indeed. Yeah, the reissuing the tanker, aren't they? The K2 tanker or whatever. Yeah. Oh, good. I've got a B Mark II sitting here waiting to be built. So,
well, we are going to do
a record of that. Although
a V bomber build sometime in the new year.
Yeah, V bomber one people.
Yeah, because I can't afford 70 odd quid on a bloody Victor, so I'm going to do my Vulcan because that's what I bought.
Yeah, good idea.
Thank you. Now, I know what I did with it. JT says, Mikey, those double entendres, I love how English has quite a few. Yeah, they're quite fun.
I like the spoonerisms and malaphors. They're always fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things like that train has sailed.
I've got a bag of coal chips somewhere and I can't think what I've done with it. Fiddlesticks.
You see, you've got problems. I've got a model I was going to start this morning. I can't find that.
How do you lose an entire model, dude?
I don't know.
God, it's like amateur hour.
I'm sure it's in. I'm sure it's probably staring me in the face somewhere. Really obvious.
Oh yeah, guarantee it.
Although it's not that obvious, but I can find it.
Found it. On top of my CDs. How they got there, I don't know, but hey. Ooh. Yeah, that's right. I just made sure. I had a funny feeling then that I hadn't put my guitar back and it was going to fall. That would not be good. And it would not amuse me. There you go, some Scale Cynics. Coal.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Ooh, got more comments already. Jem says, Mikey, no worries, our footy teams will bury you guys in your own mud. That's all right, because we don't do footy either in Wales. I mean, kids play it, but it's not really a sport that's played a lot of, other than Sunday League in Wales. Julian says there is a cricket pitch at Sophia Gardens in Cardiff. They played the Ashes there. Plus, I think it's Welsh Fire's home ground. I know they got a cricket pitch in Suckton. Suckton? No, not north. North of. Not far from us. It only gets used a couple of times in the summer. Nobody really goes to watch them. JT says the meaning of these two words change. A breast and a breast. Yes, very good. Let's not go down that road. JT says it's like the sign skit in Benny Hill before the chase at the end. Yeah. Gem, the BBC Lost and Found channel again. And Gina says those figures look really nice, Tim. He does do a good figure, doesn't he, Tim?
Come on, let's go out. Quickly.
Ooh, I just realised.
I've had these guys sitting around for yonks. I think I got them about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I painted this guy and was like really happy with how he turned out. And then I completely just ran out of steam.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
So yeah, I'm going to paint the rest of the squad and the big dude from the same army.
The Seven Nation Army.
No, he got same short little, like these guys are like space dwarves. So yeah, it's just a same little dwarf, but he's in a.
Can you still call them space dwarfs? Are you allowed to say that now?
Yeah.
Or is it space vertically challenged people?
Nah, they're space dwarves. So they used to be called squats back in the day, in the early Warhammer 40k days. They were called squats, and they don't really call them squats anymore. So these guys are been reintroduced as Leagues of Votan. And they're kind of like space minor warrior guilds. They're kind of cool. I like them. But yeah, if you don't mind today, I just want to kind of do something that really doesn't require me to think too much.
Do what you want, mate. You know me, I'm not fussy like that.
Okay, just got to nip out and see what the dog wants because he's getting quite fractious about something. Be back in a second.
Okay.
Let's go back in.
What the hell are they the instructions for? I can't tell because they're all in different languages. That's a guarantee for something. June says, I did hear that there is more soccer played in Wales than rugby. Heresy, I say. Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right either. It makes you feel dirty saying that. JT says, don't worry, Mikey. GPS told me to turn left at the fork in the road. GM says, Julian, it sounds like the Welsh don't play anything. I know they can sing. What else? You play rugby. Tiff says, be right back, just grabbing a drink. Okie dokie.
That's something Popper would always say whenever anyone joked about him getting up to sing something. He'd say that he's the only Welshman to have ever existed that can't sing.
Oh, he never heard me. I'm wondering, what do you reckon we've scared Lexi off already? First stream, and she's already gone, oh my God, what the hell have I signed up for?
Well, it's a good litmus test for common sense.
Well, yeah. If you can survive 2 hours of this, then you're either insane or on your way to it.
You got to get out early before you find something redeemable in one of us.
I know, right? I mean, it's not. I'm still I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I'm still waiting to find anything redeemable in myself. But yeah, I just stabbed myself with my tweezers. It's supposed to be knives that you do that with, not tweezers. Julian says, years ago, the dwarf armies in Warhammer were colloquially, not officially, as stunties. There we go. David says, hello all, and our host's back now. Hello, David.
Hey, David.
Julian says, or me, Mikey, my singing sounds like half pound of gravel in a coffee grinder. My voice is just far too monotonal. Joe says, soccer, rugby, cricket. What's next? JLI? What? Saturday night, 6:30 Central Time, Texas versus Georgia. US, hook 'em. Okay?
Yes, sir. That's the...
Mod is telling us about her back. Oh, saying she is back.
Even. Oh, good.
Yes. Yeah, some sanity can resume.
It's the cry of the University of Texas Longhorns.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hook 'em.
Okay.
That's my dad's favorite college team. Apart from like the only time, like I'm an Oregon Ducks guy, but during the Army Navy game between West Point and the Naval College, so it's the Army Black Knights versus the Navy Midshipmen, and that game's awesome. So yeah, we go for our respective services for that game.
When father and son become rivals.
Yeah. Well, Dad's dad, Pop Evans, he's a Navy man.
Yeah.
So he was a Chief Green, I think, or he might have gone to warrant officer before commissioning as a education officer.
Nice.
Yeah, got into teaching.
Yeah. It's quite hard in it because you've got to try and find the right size piece of coal in a million pieces of coal.
Well, you Welsh, you should be able to do that.
Oh, yes, boyo. Only difference is I'm not from the valleys, you see.
Well, imagine it's slate.
We're more the industrial part of of Wales.
With the slate.
We're from the part. I'm from the part where your father isn't your uncle and your mother isn't your auntie.
Okay, that sounds a bit like Texas in the bad old days, where you go and say, meet someone there, like to introduce you to my wife and my sister. And there's only one woman standing there. That was told to me by a Texan, by the way, so it's not racist.
No.
He was trying to explain to me the difference between a good old boy and a redneck. The good old boys you hang around with, rednecks you don't go anywhere near. This is a guy who works at NASA, for goodness sakes, educated man. Anyway.
Now that you've just alienated the entire Deep South.
No, quite the opposite. Dude, trust me, the Deep South really know what I'm talking about. It was taught to me by a Deep Southerner.
Are they quite proud of it, are they?
Oh, he was, yeah. He was, we're driving around, go get some tweet, and he just said, yeah, just see the ones with the gun racks in the back. Yeah, that's redneck. Don't go anywhere near that. Rednecks. Good old boys will buy you a beer and you'll be happy and chatting. You'll have a great time. Rednecks, you really don't want to be in them. Okay, mate.
JT says, oh no, what? JT says, who needs to sing when you can drink coffee and everyone sings badly? That's true. GM says, is Mikey impersonating Shelfie by stabbing himself? No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Julian says, I see Joe's medication's worn off. Jay, what now? Joe says, Oregon's Ducks guy. Timmy, you wear all the Nike stuff.
I did when I was playing, except for my cleats. I wore Under Armour cleats because they fit us flat foots better.
You giant footy people.
Yeah, no, Nikes. They're I think they're for narrow feet people with nice arches that can run fast. Blech, overrated, I say.
Yeah, athletes we used to call them.
Yeah. Just learn how to be a pocket passer and play quarterback. You don't have to run. Problem solved.
It's all show off.
Julian says, laugh out loud, GM. GM says, Julian, that and losing parts. I'm noticing similar traits across the panel. Timmy, it's too far away to be affected by that. You'd be surprised. Timmy is just as flawed as the rest of us. Only he calls them his pros. Joe says, that's not nice, Mr. Evans. Texas, where the men are men and the sheep are scared.
I got to say that. I was in Houston. I wasn't out in the countryside. I got to tell you.
Again, it's South Wales, isn't it?
But I will say, Texas, they have a lot of In-N-Out burger joints, and In-N-Out burgers are the best drive-through burgers on the planet, bar none. Just saying.
Julie says, the Redneck Relatives things reminds me of the song I'm My Own Grandpa.
That's a classic.
I still think if you haven't got a beard, then you got two moms. It's the funniest song ever. Jem says, Joe, Ohio? The Kiwis are the same. Sheep warriors. Warriors. JT says, Julian, I am one-man family reunion. I like that one. One-man family reunion.
Yeah. My family tree is a matchstick. Yeah.
Tree only has one branch. Joe says, yes, Nike are a tight fit.
Yeah, not for me.
Baby Cakes is back. She says, I concur about that. In-N-Out. I'm sure you will. We haven't seen you for a while, Baby Cakes. How are you doing? JT says, wait, Rose, do you like Sonic?
Sonic burgers are cool. They're okay. They're okay. But In-N-Outs have just got that little something extra about them. Little something extra. Don't know what it is, but they're just gorgeous burgers. Really nice.
How about Arby's? We have the meat.
I don't know if I ever want to an Arby's.
I love that.
I'm not really a fan of fast food.
It's a great slogan. We have the meat.
I'm not really a fan of fast food in general.
Yeah. That's fair. I've gotten like increasingly disillusioned with it over the last couple of years. But my big bugbear is fries. Like if I'm hungry now, I will just like get a burger and a drink. But the fries just always seem like they don't really do anything for you being hungry.
Yeah.
You just run the risk of overeating and feeling bad.
Yeah.
So, I just kind of ditched the deep fried potato now, which, I'm sure my ancestors would not be happy to hear. But, I drink Guinness, which is basically potato juice. So,
yeah.
Fair play.
Not wrong with Guinness. Oh, fair. Oh, shit. I just threw my tweezers in the bin. Didn't mean to do that. Baby Cake says, hi, everyone. Hello, Baby Cakes. Julian says, lyrics to Willie Nelson's My Own Grandpa. There we go. I prefer Big Daddy Wilson, who sang If You Walk a Mile in My Shoes. Good song. Phil says, afternoon, everyone. Hello, Phil. Sorry, just do this a sec. Trying to find the right piece of coal. And it kind of helps if I don't have him boss-eyed.
Joe says, Gary, in Texas, we have burger wars. In-N-Out versus Whataburger. Both are good. Oh, and speaking of Texas, another good college rivalry is the Red River rivalry. Try saying that a couple of times. It's like you got marbles in your mouth.
No, thank
Red
you.
River rivalry. It's a great game. Baby Cake says, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Oh, that sounded posh. Don't know what happened there, sorry.
Yes. That's really my job, old boy.
Yeah. JT says, Timmy, my family tree is pruned. What, you're all wrinkly and black? Why are you telling us that? JT says, wait, Rose, here is a stereotype of the South. Waffle House.
Waffle House, goodness me. Yeah.
JT, sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. I had a few breakfasts. You must remember when I'm doing this is when I used to be going over there for working, so I'm on my own. It's not like I'm with Maria or anything. We're on holiday. It was because I'm working. So I was over there so burgers and stuff are actually quite a useful thing to grab on the road.
Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it?
No, when you're on your own, you tend to eat differently, don't you?
No. I cook better, but I didn't say that. I was joking. Kaylee's a better cook in this house. JT says Waffle House is open during a hurricane. There we go. Julian, I don't have a family tree. I don't have a family tree. I have a family gauze bush. And on account of Dad's granddad being illegitimate and Mum's father marrying his brother's sister-in-law. Okay.
Alrighty.
JT says Red Rum rivalry. Red Rum was a horse.
Red Rum.
A horse? Isn't that the one that got kidnapped by the IRA?
That was Shergar, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Which one was Red Rum then? Because he was a famous
one back to back nationals in 70s, 76, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And I think the jockey was Bob Champion, who was a cancer survivor or something.
Yeah. Don't know why I know about it. Julie says
the culture, dear boy, you do assimilate these things.
Yes. Or maybe secretly I'm posh as well. I just hide it. Julie says, morning, baby cakes. Oh, sounds quite sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Morning, baby cakes. And she says, morning, Julian.
Oh, no.
It's the sort of thing you say when you walk downstairs in the morning and your wife's there making a coffee in the kitchen, isn't it? GM says,
what the hell is wrong with you? What have you done?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you being nice? GM says, Julian, ow, I'd have to draw a mud map to work out how your tree works. JT, family shrubbery. Yeah. Julian says, Shergar was last seen being ridden by Lord Lucan. And he says, be back later lunchtime and the carer's here. No problems, my dude. You're right, it is lunchtime. It's nearly 1 o'clock. Woohoo. My snowman has eyes. Lumps of coal for his eyes and a carrot for his nose.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Where'd you get his hat?
I made it out of milliput and then painted it.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. T-right. Tiffany says, be right back, Cole. Oh, voice drops at the end there.
Mm.
Joe says, when I tell my wife good morning, baby cake, she usually asks, what did you buy now?
Yeah.
I think all our wives ask that, especially when we get back from Telford. There's a YouTube channel I was watching the other day, and it's a Scottish YouTuber that went to Telford, and the intro to his video, he walked into the house, opened the front door, looked inside, he's like, "Hello, darling. Hello. I've done really well this year. I've restrained myself. All I got was this little Epic starter kit," and then he doesn't get a response. So he's like, "Phew, she's not in." So he goes back out and comes back in with this box full of kits, and then he goes, "Oh, darling, I thought you were out." JT says, did Jack Torrance take a shining to the Overlook Hotel?
Yeah, it's because I was going red ram. It's a Shining reference.
Never watched it. JT says, Karen makes coffee and I stand in awe. You don't help her then? You don't pass her the milk and things? There you go. David says, red rum, triple winner, 73, 74, 77. I say again, 73, 74, and 77.
So not 76, like I said. Excellent.
Hey, you can't get it all right.
Perfect. 1 year out yet again.
Oh, you'll be one scale out for Airfix next time.
Yeah. Well, can I just say, I've started this fancy schmancy Erla BF109 clones thing, this hybrid thing everyone's making such a fuss about. And I've managed to put one piece onto another piece, and in the process, break one rudder pedal in two separate places.
I'm
calling this a waste of space. I'd rather have the pieces separately molded, then glue them on, rather than trying to have to navigate through different, very brittle bits of something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is the way forward.
Is it resin?
Yeah, it's 3D printed, so they've replaced almost all of the interior with 3D resin bits. So this bottom part here with the seat and the pedals, that's one part.
Yeah, right.
So yes, it's easy to assemble, but it's also really, really, really easy to break. Oh geez, do you know what? I'm not impressed so far. It's taken me 10 minutes to be really unimpressed by this concept. So sorry, Edward, you make beautiful kits, but I'm really not impressed by this so far.
Is that going to be going on your feedback form?
That's going on the video, mate. Don't feedback. Seriously, that's my conclusion so far. Is it's a great idea, but don't overcomplicate the parts with this very brittle plastic, because they're great. And I'm not the only one who's noticed this. Getting them off of these, they supply these bits on these tiny little things, and getting these off is going to be an absolute nightmare. But there we go.
Yeah.
Hey ho, maybe not quite yet the future of model making, but got to be done. And they also claim you can use regular glue on this, and I'm not sure about that yet either. We'll see.
Yeah. JT's clarifying he does stand there with the milk and things, Mikey. Good.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm glad to hear it. David says,
close a Renaissance man, isn't he, really?
Yeah. He doesn't just stand there with his hands on his hips waiting for his brew.
Yeah. Tapping his foot.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Chuffing away on a pipe or something.
Yeah.
like a caffeine addict. David says, close, Gary. JT says, hi, David. David says, hi, JT. JT says, thanks for cheering me up today, guys. You're welcome, as always.
You're very welcome.
GM says, well, I can anything as long as I buy the wife something as well. She has a very nice collection of C5s on the shelf.
And decent.
JT's laughing. Kieran's in. He says, afternoon all. Hey, Kieran. It is lovely to meet you at Telford.
Oh,
It really is as nice as he is on camera. And his dad's lovely as well. Patrick says, you can't have too many Spitfires and Seafires, I always say, Gia. Depends if you listen to people who buy Airfix. It's sort of a running joke with Airfix now, isn't it?
yeah.
JT says, tapping my foot causes a disturbance in the force. Yeah, I can imagine. Foot 9. Kieran says, great to see you too, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. I try my best. I need my phone charger.
Try harder.
Hey, steady on.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
call out with people, you know.
I get mean when I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh, have you not had your bok and your blankie?
No, because you said I don't get my blankie back until I complete my contracted hours on stream.
And even then, you only get it back for a limited time.
Yeah. Yeah. Sending me like proof of life photos of like my blankie with today's paper.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he's got his buttons on as well. You can't really see it because the light's so bright. Yeah. There you go. You can kind of see him.
Ah, he looks like a happy chap, doesn't he?
He is. I don't think I'm gonna put a face on him though, because the coal will be too big. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna put a mouth on him. As long as he looks like a snowman, that's what matters. And no, I am not about to start singing Frozen. I may be Welsh, but I'm not going to sing.
I gotta lower this, I think. That's a bit better.
That's all that noise about. There we go. Right. Now what to do? I can't believe it's taken me an hour to put 5 pieces of coal on a bloody snowman. But to be fair, I did have to find the right sizes.
Like a moral fiber.
Charming. Ow, my chest hurts lately. Jim of the Altergot says, greetings to all on screen and in chat. Hello, Jimothy.
Hello, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
JT says, I think autocorrect is its own version of Mad Libs. We used to do that in camp. Okay. Jim says, hello, Patrick. Oh. Jim says, Patrick, there are 80 kits in 1/72, one of each version, and some corrections I stuffed up. Joe says, what's up, Jim? How's the knee? Are you still on the injury list or out for the year? I imagine so. We only had it done the other day, didn't we? Oh, hang on, my wife's calling me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hoping the knee for Jim is doing much better.
Definitely. Get back on that bicycle.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's in pain seeing the Patriots 9-2. So.
Oh, that's strong.
Yeah,
That's
I saw a post today saying, like, thank goodness the Patriots have found another quarterback that can take them to a Super Bowl. Like, there's kids in kindergarten in Boston that don't know what it's like to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, dear.
It's like, oh yeah, that's right. The whole league thinks we're insufferable. I remember now.
Yeah.
Patrick says, nice gem. I have 20, 148th, 172nd, and a Tamir 132nd Mark 9. Cool. Ian also says, hi, Kieran and Jim. Jim says, hello, Ian. Joe says, relax, Mikey. Remember, it's therapeutic. Yeah. Not when you got work to a bill schedule. JT says, hi, Jim. Jim says, hello, JT. Kieran says, hi, Ian. Hi, Jim. And hope the. JT says, did you have Mad Libs in the UK? It was a pad where you filled in words and then read everything. No. Don't think so, anyway.
Yeah, we had it here.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. So Kieran says he hopes Jim's knee is okay. Patrick says plus 10 built. Joe says, yes, Timmy. And they said their coach couldn't coach. Wrong. I wanted him for my Cowboys. GM Patrick, two of us researched and found 75 versions of Spitfires. The Spitfire 23, Victor, never left the drawing board, but it's worth an argument. Yeah.
Right. I've yet to finish panel 1 of the instructions for this build. And so far, I've broken a rudder pedal. I've broken half of a trim wheel. Yeah. I've lost whatever bit that was gone, because that's gone off into the ether, and God alone knows where that is. But it was actually thinner than a human hair button. I'm calling this complete. I'm actually seriously thinking of just packing the whole thing up and not bothering building it. And I haven't actually completed step 1.
Do you know what you should do for a joke for the intro? You should
have a picture of it burning outside.
Oh, what you should do is just get the box and just record it as the box lands in the bin, and just go,
yeah.
Here today we're going to have my opinion on this new kit, and then it just lands in the bin.
Seriously, I think it's going to be like that, because I've had enough of this. I literally have had enough of this. I'm going to throw that away. I'm going to throw that away. I'm not going to bother with those, and I'm going to move on to the next step, because it's really hacking me off.
Yeah,
this is, and they say this is to reduce the parts numbers, so people don't have to do. I would actually prefer to have done those trim wheels in photo etch.
Yeah,
because it's 3D print resin. It is so horribly brittle.
Yeah.
Edward, no, just no. Oh, dearie me.
JT says, ever want your quarterback and get 5 nickels instead? Jim says, thanks, Tim. Knee is coming along slowly. Pat's record doesn't bother me, Tim. They're an easy team to ignore.
Ooh. Meow. Saucer of milk for Mr. Catty.
Jim says, thanks, everyone, for checking in on me. Much appreciated. You're welcome. From everyone at the channel, obviously. Not me. Dave says, working hard here, trying to get the PE on the superstructure of the Type 45. Oh, square on the superstructure, I think. Kieran says, what? Timmy, Mike Vrabel is the man I wanted for Bears HC. Ben Johnson was number 2.
Yeah, there's a couple coaches like that seem to be having a lot of success, like real players, dudes, you know, like Dan Campbell when he got into Detroit and completely changed the culture there.
Yeah.
Similar sort of thing, you know. less of your kind of your Bill Belichick type and more of, you know, one of the boys. So it's a different approach.
Kieran says, sorry, what's Gary building?
A severe case of
away?
at the moment. Right, I'm not building this anymore today. I've had enough.
So what are you throwing away then, is the question, Gary?
Is the resin part of the new Wonder kit from Edward, the hybrids Avia Erla, which is like basically a post-war copy of the BF-109 made in the Czech Republic. And so far, this kit has annoyed me so much because it is so brittle and so difficult to get the parts off. I'm actually considering not building it and saying so on the channel. This is going to be my build video. It's going to be, I started it and I can't be bothered finishing it because it's stupid. It's just stupid.
Oh, so this is a new thing for us. Is actually seeing you get annoyed with a model.
Oh, it's just bloody stupid. They come up with all this big hype. Oh yeah, it's the future of model making. Well, this is the future of model making. I'm taking up another bloody hobby. I'll tell you that right now. This is something really good for my mental health. You know, like smoking illicit substances or being a trumpet warden or something. You know what I mean? That's something that's going to make me really relaxed in my day. Because Jesus, go and do an EOD course. Blindfold.
Do an EOD course blindfolded.
It is such rubbish. I'm going to start watching YouTube and see if anyone else has made one of these and say, "Oh, it's so lovely, it's so wonderful. Oh my goodness me!"
Are you going to comment? Shut up.
It's a heap. It's an absolute heap at the moment. I'm not impressed, Mikey. I am not impressed.
Funnily enough, I kind of gathered that.
Bloody hell! Oh, build an Edward kit. They said.
So
you build too many Airfix kits. They said.
Which brings me to my next question, which is one that one of the members asked the other night. I asked him yesterday, what are your best and worst kits that you've worked on?
Right now? Right this very minute?
Yes.
It used to be the Mr. Craft Harrier that they sold as a Sea Harrier, even though it was a GR1 Harrier. And the kit, the instructions in the kit had like about 150 parts, and there were like 30 parts in the kit. The decal sheet had decals for things that weren't even in the kit either. And it was a celebratory decal scheme for 50th anniversary of one of the Fleet Air Arm squadrons. And even on the decals, on one side it said 899 Naval Air Squadron, on the other side it said 800 Naval Air Squadron. They couldn't even get it right within the same decal sheet. They got the wrong version of the Harrier completely. It was just it wasn't even a good model of a GR1 Harrier. It was an absolute shower. That, however, I would make again, compared with dealing with this rubbish. This is really, really poor. I'm putting this single piece cockpit side in, and it's a jigsaw because there's some broken bits. And now I've got to try and sand down the broken bits. So yeah, this is not great. I'm not enjoying this at all. The best model kit I've built, whatever, I would say, of the ones I built, the one I'm most proud of and happiest with is probably my 124th scale Spitfire from Airfix, because I converted that to a fighter reconnaissance. So I had to put a camera in it and the camera window and door and all that, and then sprayed it pink, PRU pink, and sprayed all of the markings on this rather than using any of the decals for the roundels and stuff. So I got all of that sitting down into the plastic. I was really, really happy with that because it's a beautiful kit to make, and I converted it, and I'm still happy with it. Good. So that's got to be my favourite. But this is really turning my stomach at the moment, frankly, and I'm getting more and more angry. So probably would be wise to put that away and start building something that's got potential, like the Frog Whitley I've got.
Yeah, we don't want to see you lose your temper on camera, do we?
No. I mean, Airfix vintage classic. Look at the beauty of this. Look at how lovely.
Yeah,
this has come out. This Bloodhound, it's gorgeous.
I've got one of them.
Oh, mate, I'm loving the Bloodhound. I'm building a diorama for it.
Yeah.
But this is beautiful. Yeah, I did go a bit crazy at Telford with buying up some really, really weird stuff. And I'm really excited by that. I'll go get a couple of examples, and you can as much or take the mickey off me. Remember, I can still hear you if I'm not on camera.
Yeah. Imagine what Nick's got you.
Oh, don't. But I did send him a list of what I've bought, just to make sure.
Oh, at least you did that. I bought Gary a Christmas present, and then he went and bought the same kit.
Oh no!
After being told not to go and buy anything.
Not to go and buy anything.
Yeah. Bless him.
Jim says, "Good day, Jim." At least though, he spent more. He paid more for it than I did. GM says, "Good day, Jim. Sorry, I forgot you were being rebuilt. A quick recovery, my friend." Yeah. Now I've got to try and remember where to do that. Aha, there it is. JT says, "Jim, last time I was in Illinois, it was hot and humid. Went out to an outdoor wedding without air conditioning. There was a pool, and I wanted to just jump in. Memory lasted longer than the marriage." Oh dear.
Harsh.
Jim says, "Thanks, Jim. My sister calls me the $6 million better, stronger, faster." Good old Jim.
Yeah.
JT says, "Jim, you do the bionic sounds." Probably when he moves, he's like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow."
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's a problem. Joe says, "Oh, good, Jim. Now you can fight Bigfoot." Come on, stick down, you swine.
So here's the first of the weird and wonderful I bought, which is the Coleoptère.
Oh,
so it actually sits that way around to take off. It sits on the tail to take off, and it's got like this big box down. And it takes off and then goes. Didn't work, but
kind of like the what's it called? The Kugelflugel something or other.
Triebflugel.
That's
kind
the
of
one.
like a fat version of
a smaller version of the Triebflugel in a way, or the
fat pogo.
Yeah, the pogo. All these things where you're thinking that the enemy are going to take out our runways, so we're going to have to get stuff up in the air. I mean, the instructions basically are like 2 bits of instruction, and that's the plane built. Those 2 panels, and the rest of it's how to build the trailer for it and the support. So that's quite weird. But it's tons of flash, and it feels awful plastic. But I suspect I'll have some fun with that.
You'll have more fun with that than the Edward kit.
Absolutely, because this is polystyrene. It ain't going to snap on me so much.
Well, it's that, and I think you're expecting it to be crap. You're not expecting it to sort of be
the future of model making. You're absolutely right. I don't expect this to be the future of model making. So that's really good. And then I was just captivated by this, which is a late mid-1940s Soviet rocket-powered interceptor fighter.
Nice.
that they actually built. Would you believe? It didn't really see service, but they did build it. And again, this is from Modelists, so again, very basic. Berezniak Isayev #1. Here we go. In one of the test flights, the speed of 800 kilometers per hour was attained, but the aircraft lost control and crashed. Okay.
Yes.
It was not used in combat actions because of engine imperfection in particular. No, it was because they kept crashing. But there we go.
Because they were crap.
Yeah. Just think of the ME-262, but without any engineering genius behind it. And this is what this is. It was
they failed at that one fundamental thing that all aircraft need: the ability to fly.
Yes, yeah. It was just the one part of the project. But you know what? For various reasons, we don't like to talk about Russia and all the rest of it at the moment. But back in the Soviet days of the 50s, late 40s, early 50s, I've got another one of fighter from that time as well, which is hilarious. What I loved about them was you read the history of some of these planes and you say, okay, so it was test flown and it was found not to be as fast as was promised, had half the endurance that was promised, was not as maneuverable as the aircraft before it, so it was deemed a failure, and they only built 500. What? They still built 500 of them, issued them to squadrons, and said, I know it's a heap of rubbish and it's not as good, but that's what you got. Get on with it. Suck it up, princess. Or sorry, or whatever. And off you go. It's just bizarre what they used to do. Bizarre.
That's the Russians for you, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, very much also the Soviet. It's like, but Comrade so-and-so says it will work, so it will work. But it doesn't. No, that's not what he says. It will work. Comrade Stalin said it will work. Okay.
It will work by sheer willpower alone.
Yeah, because why would it work? Well, because it's Soviet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, all of this is going back in its box. Get back in the box.
Gary has finally thrown his teddies.
I'm just throwing it back into the box whence it came for not such a rainy day.
Yeah. Jim says, Mike, the Gecko version of the KTY ambulance challenged Waitrose's patience. I've got
that was bonkers. I sat and worked out, right, if on that Gecko one, the Airfix one was beautiful. I loved making that. Yeah. Made the Gecko one, which was fine, came with a figure of Her Late Majesty when she was Princess Elizabeth, and that was all very nice, which was in the ATS in the war. But I worked out that if you closed the back doors of the ambulance and weren't concerned with the interior and all the equipment it carried, you would lose about 40% of the parts count.
Yeah.
Just by closing the back doors and not be blocked. The interior was insane.
So from that, I'd gather that it's not a bad kit to build, it's just overly detailed.
If you like your photo etch, it's a lovely kit to build. Because they even have little photo etch padlocks for the water carriers underneath the back. There's a little padlock you can put on it. So I'm not going to do that. But if you're just on a lovely kit, the Casey, get the FX one. It's much nicer to build.
Yeah. See, I've got that kit, the Gecko one, to build. But sometimes I quite like doing detailed stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's grand. If you there's plenty of detail there. There's a lot of photo etch there as well. That is looking super smart, Timmy.
I'm just thinking. It's got like this tassel of hair or fiber or something between the power cells on the back, and I'm just thinking what color I want to do that, because the shoulder pad, like the flash of color, will end up being like orange.
Okay.
And stuff. So, do I want to kind of complement it and go with a dark red, or do I want to contrast and do kind of like a teal or something?
Mm-hmm. Did you do the white and the black parts separately, or was it all just sprayed black and you've painted that?
It was. Let's see. It was primed like a grey white.
Okay.
And then the white, and then the black. Which this is a model that my brother gave me again.
Oh right, okay.
About a year ago.
Right.
So I've sort of picked it up again, and the black was just straight black.
Right.
So I've gone over that with where are we? US Navy Sea Blue.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, and just like establish the mid-tone. So then now I've got somewhere to go down and up from. But yeah, I'm just having a play with the colors.
Yeah,
but
I was just curious whether the white went over on a dark primer, because it's such a brilliant white. I was just going to try and find out what kind of white paint it was, because it's really so strong.
It started off. It started off with like a white grey primer, and then I think I just sprayed like a white ink over the top, like just a zenithal over the over the top edge, and then by the time I get the streak and grime and all that, it'll go a bit more that color.
Very cool.
Very
cool.
Just a little bit more lived in, but yeah,
brilliant.
Looking good, Tim.
I might do it like a tealy color. Why not? If I don't like it, I can repaint it.
Well, yeah, that's the joy of modelling, really, isn't it? Hobby Time says, send it to the black gloved man, see what he thinks. I didn't recognise him at Telford because he wasn't wearing his black gloves.
He was when he was holding the paperwork for the BF-109 on the ethics stand, because that's his thumbnail.
Trademark. Yeah.
Well, his thumbnail was like that.
Yeah.
But then to be fair, he was like handling something that a lot of other modeler makers have handled. So I'm not really.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's a germaphobe.
Could be.
Who knows? Could be. Could be a psychiatric thing. It could be a fetish. It could be anything.
Oh dear! Don't.
Little Timmy Oxley down there, you know.
Don't go down that road. It's a very, very dark road you're traveling there.
Who knows? It could just be part of his persona, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like with me with my beard. I mean, obviously, I don't take my beard off, but
yes, because tight black gloves have worked so well for so many people in the past, like OJ, Michael Jackson. You know, as an image thing.
Yeah, it doesn't at all look like you're about to search someone.
No.
If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit.
Patrick says, "Don't beat about the bush, Gary. Say what you really think."
Oh, you don't want me to say what I really think? I'll get him taken off of YouTube.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm finally starting to get somewhere.
Exactly.
Oh, I've just remembered. We have the QR code as well. I took it down whilst we're doing the intros, but
okay,
there you go. The QR code. So that's for the fundraiser for Tools for Models for Heroes. If you can, you know, and if you want to, obviously, please do help us with that. So far, we're on £360.
Excellent.
We're hoping to raise more, about £1,500 by the end of the month.
Excellent.
So hopefully, because that'll be £90 better than what we did last year.
Yeah.
So, and then that can all go to Models for Heroes. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we'll be doing an interview with the treasurer for Models for Heroes on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. So do join us for that. Hopefully I can make it interesting. Yeah, I do enjoy doing interviews sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time, actually, to be fair. I need to do more of them, actually. I've got to do Skiffins, Waitrose.
Skiffins.
I've done Morris, Mr. Morris. I've done an interview with Mr. Morris. That sounds much better.
That's a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Which head for the?
Oh man.
Do we like the power stash or the dude on the right that sort of has the head tattoos?
I say the head tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Nice.
All right, so we're thinking the dude on the right.
Yeah.
Geez, I'm looking at how small those parts are and thinking, what an amazing job you do of their faces, getting all those tones into them and the detailing in the beards and stuff. I think these are seriously small things.
Yeah, that's my thumb for.
I mean, that's just incredible. You should bring them back closer again, because I think that people should see how beautiful those are.
Hang on, we'll see.
Well, I mean, look at the shading in those skin tones.
Yeah.
That is incredible, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, even the hair on it looks good.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I love coming on these live streams and then think, why am I doing this for a living? Because that is so much better than anything I've ever done. That's astonishing.
That's kind of
wow.
Just a different thing, you know.
Beautiful.
All right, this guy.
GM says, Jim, I've had some rebuilds. Think about $8.30 in Oz money, 20,000 in Korean. There we go. JT says Lindsay Wagner has aged very well. Still looks good. I like the Bionic Woman. Ooh, hello. Oh, there we go. Got another donation of £10. Thank you very much, buddy. You know who you are. So we're now up to 370. Jim says JT and Joe Leal. Some good Bionic Man references.
There's my little tweezers.
JT says anytime. Joe says she is still a good-looking lady. JT says Lee Majors looks ancient. Harsh. JT says loved his cameo in Scrooged. JT says this is one Santa who's going out the front door. JT says Lee, you've been awfully good boy this year. GM says, Jim, ignore the smarties. Wait till they reach our ears and we will see how they fared. Joe says, yes, the Soviets, the good old days. JT says, then there was Gorby. Joe says, photo etch sucks. Yeah. David, yes, I have to agree with that on the Gecko Katie Gary. GM says they're Soviet, not Soviet. Paper planes are good comrades. JT, Perestroika and Glasnost were the same things in Soviet Union. Solidarity was Poland and Lech. Well, I don't know.
Wałęsa.
There we go. JT says, am I right? Hobby Time says he has OCD. There you go. That explains it. JT says, there I go again, typing in English and thinking I'm German. Tiff says, Timmy, with the orange and black colour, are you going to call him the Iron Brew Crew?
Oh, it could. Why not? Why not?
The Iron Brew Massive.
I'm also happy with the teal, by the way, as the to contrast with the geez, why isn't that focusing now? Yeah, to contrast with the orange. I think that'll be cool. And by the time I highlight the black and stuff, that'll be highlighted sort of like a blue black anyway. So it'll kind of tie into that, but then clash with the shoulder, which would be pretty cool. And there's the chosen head.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, the colours do have a certain Miami Dolphins vibe about them. So Dan Marino hasn't actually aged all that well, has he?
Dang. Oh, you had to point out it's the Dolphins. Oh, gross. I hate it now.
You know what you should do, Tim?
It's ironic. It's ironic.
You should get some M4H decals and put the tiny one on the arm, on the shoulder.
Oh, yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. I might do that with one of my Space Marines. I am going to have to name him. I'll work out a way of just writing Dan Marino, but in a way that kind of sounds like a dwarfy name. Like, put a couple of apostrophes in it.
It's a Space Marino. Come on. Work with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
JT says,
he'll definitely be a Miami Dolphin. That's funny.
JT says, Tiff, it was yellow Gru Crew. There we go. Julian says, oh, I've just remembered. You should get that scene too, Mikey. It sounds nasty. Lol. I can't remember what you're talking about. JT says, knowing another language, sometimes you think in it. Yeah. Julian says, middle head, I think, Tim. It tends to be the native language that you think in, though, rather than the other way around. JT says, add multiple heads. Yeah. Joe, what is the time on that, Mikey? Sunday? I'm at the World War II Museum early Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. It'll be 4 p.m. UK time, whatever time that is where you are. David says, bloody hell, Timmy, they are beautiful.
Thank you.
Joe says, those faces look fantastic, Tim. Gio says, really nice job, Tim. JT says, if you add multiple heads, you can all have some tea. Laugh out loud, remind me of the three-headed knight in Monty Python. Junior says, awesome work, Tim. For those who don't know, Warhammer figures at 28mm scale. So those heads are tiny. Yes. Junior says, does having 2 metal rods and metal wiring in my back count as me being bionic? Helpful. Hopeful look. Yeah, I'd say so. Nerd UK, who I'm pretty sure I saw around Telford, says, where are you from? The accent sounds not quite Scouse, but not all the way to St. Helens. Well, you're right. My family are from St. Helens, but I'm actually from North Wales. So, yeah.
I thought he was talking to me for a minute. I was going to give him a bit of a history.
So, yeah, I've sort of got North Wales accent, but with a lot of Lancashire thrown into it as well. Because my granddad's got quite a broad Lancashire accent, and my dad's got a fairly strong Lancashire accent. And my mum, she's very St. Helens. JT says, would an interior designer's book be The Art of Teal? Yeah. Julian, perestroika was restructuring and glasnost was openness. There we go. Joe says, laces out, Tim. And Tim says, not all of 28mm, Julian. There we go. I've caught up with the comments.
Oh, well done, you.
Oh, it's only taken me an hour and 40 minutes. Ow. There we go. Right. Yeah, Nerd UK must be new to the channel. Well, if you are, welcome. Hopefully, you will consider subscribing, liking, obviously, or as we say on here, lubing and subscribing. We do like to have fun. So the sort of JT says, thanks, Julian. Joe says, "Great, Julian. You and Jim can team up and fight Bigfoot. Can't wait to see that in slow motion." JT Joe, this is my Graceland, sir. Julian, I know the Lord of the Rings figures are smaller TIFFs, so they can't be used together. A licensing thing. Didn't know others weren't. Yeah, some are 56 millimeters. Yeah, so generally the sort of ethos, maybe that's the right word. Not sure. But this channel is obviously do modeling.
Big words like ethos.
Yeah. Support models for heroes, but most of all, have fun. Don't worry too much about accuracy or whether things are perfect and things like that. Just as long as you enjoy it, that's what matters. What matters.
Yeah.
JT says Ray Finkel's mother. Isn't that what's his face? Ace Ventura.
I was just gonna say that's Mrs. Finkel to you.
Tiffany says consensus. Yeah, I mean it certainly seems to be a consensus. Yeah, just enjoy yourself, have fun, have a laugh. Don't take life too seriously.
Right, so here's the thing, okay? Just to get back on my soapbox for a moment, because there's too much oxygen down here and it makes my brain work. This BI-1 kit from model wherever, very old Soviet, cheap plastic molded on one frame. The whole thing's on one frame. More flash than the detergent aisle at Sainsbury's, and yet I've enjoyed this immeasurably more than that brand new Edward, this is the future of modeling hybrid resin thing. This I'm enjoying because I can look at it and say, it's not trying to be anything it's not. It's simple. I could build it really simply and paint it. But you know what? No, I'm going to put a little instrument panel in and maybe I'll see whether the rocket can have a little conical motor because it would have been conical. And yeah, I can fill those gaps and maybe I'll even scribe some of these panels out a bit more. Yeah, I'm actually thinking much more creatively and enjoying it. And I thought that's kind of quite telling on Edward to make things easier. To make
this goes back to our discussion that we had the other day about how you're better off. You're better off doing like vintage kits and things like that because you enjoy them a lot more.
Well, it's not that. I mean, I had the damn thing not just snapped and broke everywhere. I probably would have loved making that Edward kits are gorgeous to make.
Yeah,
but it's just annoyed me. Whereas this is not being pretentious. It's not trying to be something that it won't be in my hands, and I'm having fun with it. So, as a build video, this will do much better.
Yeah,
because I'm really enjoying. I'm thinking, wow, why would they do that there? Why would they put a straight wing in that position? And making me think a little bit of the aerodynamics of it and the history of it and stuff. You know, it's really cool. I'm loving this. So if Nick's watching, send me more of this stuff. I'm liking this vintage. I like vintage. I wish to build more of it. It's cool. It's fun.
I did see Nick purchase something the other day as well.
Oh dear God, no! What's he going to send me?
It was pretty cool.
Well, because he might also be buying it for his business, of course. You know, there is that.
Oh yeah. What is his business anyway?
Well, he buys and sells kits on eBay a lot, I think, or he gets them and puts them on eBay a lot. I think
that explains why he's got so many bloody kits to give you.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the many things he does. He does all sorts of other things as well, in terms of working. But I think that's his hobby work, as it were.
Yeah,
is dealing in kits.
His side hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he did have a bit of a devilish grin on his face when I was walking around with him, saying, "Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's interesting." He said, "No, I've already bought what I'm getting you." Oh, great. Thanks.
Yeah, stop trying to drop hints of what you want, Gary.
Yeah.
That's not how the game works.
It's not. Sadly, no. I have to get them myself. I've got some properly weird shit up there to do. I'm so excited. Got a huge Tupolev Tu-20, which is like this 4-engine turboprop bomber.
Yeah.
And it's such an old model made in East Germany. Oh, love it. I may have found my métier. I may have found my reason, my thing in these, because I love them. And also trying to do something with them. So, you know, things like dry brushing and little bits of scratch building here or there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I showed you my Landy for my
Ooh, I do
my
like a Landy.
yeah. Well, I put the seats in it and got a steering wheel from somewhere, gear levers from somewhere, and cut out the instrument, the front wall a bit. Just to, and as I said, I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed doing that.
I remember seeing that the other week when I think you had the bench seat, but you hadn't popped it in yet.
Yeah. So
that's looking grouse.
And that's fine. And, you know, I won't see much of it. Well, the top will be on, but I'll put the, maybe do the windows with that gunk, whatever it's called. I can't remember that. Sort of PVA gunk that dries really clear, crystal clear.
Yeah.
And do that. But it just look different. Have a chap looking like he's opening the door, so I don't have to put a driver in. And, you know, things like that. That's fun. Yeah. That's, as you said, that's what model making's got to be about, fun and enjoying what you're doing. It's not. This is not going to be the best looking kit in the world when it's finished. This little BI one.
Yeah.
But it'll be decent. I'll have had a laugh making it. What more do you want, really?
Exactly.
What more is there? I think I always say, if you're happy to put something on your shelf, mantelpiece or whatever, and someone comes around and says, hang on, did you make that? You go, actually, yes, I did, with a spot of pride in you.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, you.
Yeah.
That's as good as winning a gold medal at the Nationals in my book.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So that's my excuse for making rubbish models and trying to blog YouTube videos of them, but there we go.
Joe says, this channel pretty much everything but no politics or dad jokes. Damn it. Yeah, that's about right. Jim says, Joe, I do just about everything in slow motion these days.
Damn, yeah.
JT says, so do I with my arthritis in my back. Yeah. Joe says, Jim, with you and Julian, it'll be 2 weeks show. Just putting some splash mud around the legs on these lovely white snowsuits. Joe says, resin sucks too. Yeah. Julian, Joe, I'm sick that day. I have a note from my mum. Please excuse Julian from the Bigfoot thing as I'm sick. He is sick that day.
Yeah.
GM says, too much oxygen. You risk self-combusting down there.
Well, my brain does. It's dangerous.
There you go.
Oxygen is toxic, remember? At the higher concentration.
Yeah.
So is water.
Quite toxic.
It is.
100% of things exposed to oxygen dies.
Yeah.
That's why. Well, that's why when we're doing our ambulance stuff, you have to be trained in order to administer oxygen because you can't just give it to anyone. So these certain circumstances you can give it.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's actually classed as medicinal oxygen.
Yeah, that's why Mikey doesn't work in ambulances anymore. He kept on putting people's heads in plastic bags as a precaution.
Yes.
It's for your own good, honest.
Yeah.
Just saving you, this atmosphere will kill you.
Too much oxygen. JT says, have to get the ablation, which is the injection. Do not want surgery with rods and screws. Yeah. JT, that helped because the Apollo 1 fire. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, haha, Julian. Okay, you were excused. Julian, morning, Jim Stripes Skunk. Sorry I missed you sneaking. Yeah, he's only been here about 45 minutes, mate. Jim says, Comrade, you will fly this very dangerous rocket plane for Mother Russia. You will remember well, or you will be remembered well. JT says, then there was too much Velcro. Julian, hello, Julian. I tuned in late, then had to step for a bit to ready myself for the post-op PT session. Yeah, that's not fun. JT says, Jim, Soyuz 1 and 11 had fatalities. Komarov was solo on 1 and crashed. The other 3 on 11 were found dead in the spacecraft.
Absolutely.
Yes. Cheerful subject. Jim says, JT, just don't ask for more OCD. You'll go ballistic on the table.
Mind you, some of the pilots were pretty cool dudes. I remember thinking, was that Farnborough? I can't remember if it was Farnborough or Paris. There's a crash. Everyone survived it, I should say, before we go too far. But two of their MiG-29s, I think it was, collided in midair.
Yeah.
Both the guys ejected. But one of the guys ejected so close to the ground, it looks pretty much like the explosion of his plane hitting the ground first inflated his parachute just in time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
He got off, undid his chute, wandered gently over to the blazing wreckage of his aircraft and lit a cigarette from the ruins and walked away. It's almost like saying, better luck next time, my friend. And just walked away. Like, dude, I'm not condoning smoking, but how cool. How cool.
Julian says, if I recall correctly, Yuri Gagarin was not the best cosmonaut on the Soviet program, but the best was the son of a Soviet official, and they wanted a man of the people. Gagarin's dad was a farmer. There we go.
That is absolutely true. Yes, absolutely true.
JT says,
Leonov to be first. They wanted Alexei Leonov to be first, but he was too well connected. But he did become the first man to walk in space later.
Yeah, there you go. JT says, laugh out loud, GM. GM says, JT 10 cc's of WD-40 will calm you down. We'll stop the squeaks.
Yeah. You drink that, yeah? That's a shot.
Yeah. Julian says, no dad jokes, so a 1 minute stream then. Yeah. JT says, GM feeling like the Tin Man. Mr. Marley says, thanks for the kind words about my wonderful father, Pat. I'll be back in the stream next Thursday. I'd wager it. And cheers, Tim. Yeah.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the silly voice for this one. No. Tiff says, scale modeling twins, me and the other half are sending our thoughts. You know where we all are if you need us. Kissy, 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 kissy. There we go. Oh, do you know what? Tiff put a message in private chat saying Miss Modeler's in the chat at 12:08, and I've only just seen it. Sorry, Tiff. GM says, oxygen stops hangovers briefly. Yes. So does lack of it. Permanently.
Yeah.
Kieran says, that crash at Bradford in 93, I was there. A huge shock, but glad they walked away.
Absolutely.
Jim says, I think there was a nasty air-to-air collision at the Paris Air Show sometime in the late 80s. There was. It was an airliner that crashed, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The pilot tried to come in, but he went in, didn't realise how low he was, and then tried to pull up at the last second and ended up going into the trees at the end of the runway.
Crikey.
Which is a silly place to put a trees.
Yeah. I like to think that the firefighters, arrived and said something really helpful, like, you can't park there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Turn the engine off, mate.
It was the inaugural flight for one of the new airliners, wasn't it? And they had all the press and everything on board, and he couldn't get enough lift to get back up and just went straight into trees and blew up in the woods.
That was at Mulhouse in southern France. It was an A320 airliner, and the guy switched off the envelope protection stuff to show off how he could
How
They
low
could
we could
fly
fly.
really, really slowly, and he'd switched off the automatic protection system. So yeah, it just carried on straight into a forest. Yeah, well done. That's why the system's automatic, dude.
Yeah. Tiff says, I will be sorry. Yeah. JT says, is oxygen corrosive? No, it's the water that's corrosive to metal. Junior says, well, it's a combination of the two, isn't it? Because the oxygen oxidizes a metal, and
yes, yeah, that's why you have like the airplane graveyards in the desert where year round it has next to no humidity.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously air can condensate and stuff, so like it'll effectively make its own moisture to corrode things. But water certainly doesn't help, especially if that water is a good conductor. So if it's got lots of salt, for example, then but water is a fantastic solvent. No one really talks about that, but chemically, water is a fantastic solvent.
Absolutely. So you come here, it's entertaining and educational.
Yeah.
Well, what could you want?
Because we officially have a scientist on the page, the channel.
Totally.
Yeah.
P's get degrees, kids.
Yeah. Julie says, WD-40, do you inject that like disinfectants? Oh, Julian, we're not going down that road, mate.
Yeah.
That's politics. We're not going down that road. Junior says, oxygen is a bad thing. If combined with heat and combustible substance, it is a very, very bad thing. Yes. JT says, remember the Soviet supersonic plane that did an extreme movement and broke up? Yeah.
Yeah, Paris 1974. That was.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Tupolev 144.
See, this is why my knowledge of stuff like that is a little bit sketchy, because most of it happened before I was born. So I'm aware of it. I'm just not sure when it happened or exactly why.
Says the man whose passion is World War One.
Yeah, but I read about World War One. I don't read about airplane crashes.
Dude. You know what I mean?
I read a lot about World War One. I don't read a lot about airplane crashes. That's just depressing. Wait a minute.
Stop calling me out on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, airplane crashes are depressing, unlike the First World War.
Yes. A really cheery
However, what I particularly focus on in World War One is logistics and things.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't focus on how they killed each other.
All part of the same team. That's all I'm saying.
That's for amateur historians.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, it's not. It's for everyone should remember that. But yeah, most people are well aware of the fact of how bad the war was. Not a lot of people actually read up on logistics side of it and things like that.
No.
And transport and things. Because it's not cool and it's not fashionable. Joe says, "Oh no, educational! Darn it!"
Yeah, don't go. Not forcing you to be educated.
Yes. Well, we did all do our instructors courses.
Absolutely.
In the armed forces. Jim says, thanks all for another great show. Have a great weekend. Be seeing you. See you on Monday, buddy.
You too, mate.
Sunday.
Sunday.
JT says, have a good day, guys. You too, buddy.
Yeah, you too, fella.
Ooh, it is that time.
Oh, my German soldier is drunk. There you go. JT says, oh no, David says, yes, Konkursky.
Mm-hmm.
The Konkursky fall into ground. Jem says, well, some of us were there. Were you the pilot that got away? Jem. He was the one that was supposed to be flying the aircraft.
Yeah.
Before he went,
Last scene stumbling towards the passengers' lounge saying, "Hold my beer."
yeah, with a spanner in his hand, running away from the aircraft. JT says, excited to post pics when I get more rigging done. Awesome. Joe says, have a great weekend, people. Yes, please do. GM says, some of us were there. There we go. Tiff says, don't forget, 4 p.m. Sunday for another live where Mikey is interviewing the treasurer for Models for Heroes. Yeah. Also, if you have any questions about stuff like that, so about anything you want to know in particular about how they're funding the tools and things like that, hopefully we'll answer most of your questions during the stream. But if you have any questions, do put them in the chat on Sunday and we'll try and get around to them. David says, great stream. Catch you all Sunday. Have a great weekend. See you later, buddy.
See you, dude.
Tino says, great stream, guys. Be on later in the smoke pit tonight. Nice. Right. We're at the 2-hour mark, gentlemen.
Just quickly from me, on behalf of my family, thank you everyone for the kind words. It means a lot. You're a great community, so thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
Very welcome, dude.
Yeah. GM says close but not quite, Mikey. And Junior says great stream. Awesome. Right. That's us done for today. 2 hours gone. You've had enough of us. I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure we've had enough of each other. So until Sunday, 4 p.m.
Charming, isn't it, Tim? Hey, isn't that charming? Oh,
you know I love you, really.
Come along to his bloody channel.
You know I love you, really.
We love you too, Mikey.
Yay! Somebody loves me. Right. See you all Sunday, 4 p.m. Hulvar for now.
Bye.
See ya.